Hello all, it's me, Andy from Blitz Gaming. We've got a follow-up video of the Athlon 5050E. We're going to try the impossible. We can try and make it play games. And today, we've added an SSD. We've gone from 4 gig to 8 gig. We've gone from the Athlon to a Phenom 945. So it's 4 cores instead of 2. And we've thrown in there, just to see if we can get games working, an RX 480. We'll play Battlefield. At the end of the day, CSGO, GTA 5, and a few others, just to see if we can get games to work. Obviously the CPU is going to be a massive bottleneck, but at the end of the day, we can find out if we can play games. Let's give it a go. Let's have some fun. Now you can see it running Windows fine. Now this is with the graphic card in, at the end of the day. But even without the graphic card, when I was doing some testing without the graphic card, it was way faster and smoother than when we had it on the Athlon in the first video. Now we're going through the internet. You see it's running extremely fast. At the end of the day, it's a lot quicker than what it was before. Hello all, it's Andy from Blitz Gaming. I hope you're all having a great day. At the end of the day, it's cooled down in the UK, thank God. At the end of the day, it was boiling for the last 5 days, 6 days. It was driving me nuts. But today's episode, something different. We're going to build a PC. But not any old PC, a 2008 PC. Why do I want to build a 2008 PC? Well, I know a lot of people have actually got this type of PC. At the end of the day. And they're all asking me, okay, do I get rid of it? In theory, yes. But with the prices of computer parts at this moment in time being stupidly overpriced, or you can't get items, I'm basically saying to them, ideally you may be able to wait another year or two. What you maybe want to do, give it a good clean, and at the end of the day, reinstall Windows and any other stuff you have. Yeah, ideally with Windows 10. Yeah, because Windows 11 is about to come out, and it's sort of stating, it's not official. No one really knows for sure the way Microsoft wrote it. It looks like Windows 11 will be a free update to Windows 10. And Windows 11 is due to come out probably the last. Now let's get some games running, starting off with GTA 5. This one fine. At the end of the day, it was a little bit jerky, but it was fine. At the end of the day. Even though we're getting up to 50 frames a second, it ain't particularly super smooth. But it's certainly playable. That's a dead cert. GTA 5 is certainly playable. Okay, Battlefield 5. We have the old tank fight. This is probably the most intense part of the game when you get into the square. Yeah, it does have some dips. I would say it gets down to about 28 frames, I think, at one point. But it's still playable. But you got to remember, we are on a Phenom at the end of the day. Literally 13-year-old CPU. But at the end of the day, we got Battlefield 5 to work. I wasn't expecting anything like this to be running.
Wir haben hier eine Menge Gegner, Kommandant. Gnade ist Schwäche. Ich werde meine Mutter stolz machen.
Stellung zerstört. Jetzt machen wir dasselbe mit der anderen.
12 Uhr! Der macht keinen Mucks mehr! Was zur Hölle?
Okay, everyone's favourite, CSGO. See me get shot to pieces as I normally do. I only played this game to the benchmarks. so it's good fun, but it runs nice at the end of the day. The graphics look great at the end of the day, can't complain. Again, it's all in 1080p. Just get rolling.
This is our fight. I'm throwing a grenade. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Guys, Recon, another game looks great on here. I mean, obviously the graphic card's doing all the work on these games, and it is seriously bottlenecked by the Phenom, but that's just part of the game, the way it's got to be. Okay, Company Heroes 2. Good RTS game. At the end of the day, this benchmark won't be a true benchmark, because obviously when you're playing, you're going to have loads of troops fighting like no tomorrow. But at the end of the day, this is the built-in benchmark at the end of the day, and it's going to be too hard to actually do a benchmark me playing the game. Okay. It plays well. Okay, back to Battlefield 1. I mean, we see it play Battlefield 5. So there's no reason why I should play Battlefield 1. Why have I put it on here? Well, at the end of the day, I think it's a great story game. And it's a great game to play at the end of the day. And so that's another game we can put on the Phenom list. It works. Again, it runs fine. At the end of the day, it's 1080p. Resolution scale is 100%. So it's not maxed out. Is what it could be, but it runs fine.
Still Perry! Fire incoming! Artillery's tearing the boys apart!
Don't let those decks be for nothing. Move!
They got one of ours!
Eyes front, drive!
shot of those field guns! I appreciate not being a target, new boy! Oh, that was dynamite!
Those field guns are shredding their outfit! Look where that shot came from! Then let them...
We're still running back here!
The more wire we can clear, the faster our men can move up. Those machine guns are holding our lads back.
Knocking them dead!
Commissioner Showman, come fly with me in my flying machine, Terry! Hold position here! Clean out all the German guns!
Come on! The Brits don't give up unless they force them!
That's one less machine gun!
Boys are moving up!
Continue suppressing fire! Keep them on their heels!
Brits is on the retreat!
That's it! Hold them, keep them suppressed!
Woo! We are righteous men!
Shadow of Mordor, another great game. It won't play number 2. Number 2's graphics are too intense. But I've got the first one to work, and the first one is a great game to play. And again, it's in 1080p, and I think all the settings were all on maxed out. Okay, we pulled it off. The Phenom strikes back. And okay, he did do it with an RX 480, mind you, but he did play Battlefield, and he played it really well at the day, even though it did drop down to 25, I think, or 28 frames a second. But we are talking a Phenom here, and it is like 13 years old, so we can't complain too much. But at the day, we did get games to work, yeah. So basically, what have we done so far? So in the last video, we had the Athlon, yeah, 5050E, yeah. And as I said then, at the time, if you had a PC around then, you would either have an Athlon with 4 gigs of memory, or 8 gigs of memory, or the Phenom with 4 or 8, yeah. So they come out basically the same time of period of each other. So basically we put the Phenom in place of the Athlon, update the 4 gig of memory to 8, yeah, and most importantly we put an SSD in. Now basically if you wanted to keep a build like this going, and you quite happy just do online banking and watch the internet, now I would suggest that you do upgrade your memory to 8 gig. Now I think that was £30 on Amazon, yeah, and I also suggest you get an SSD, yeah. 240 gig was basically £30, yeah, £35, something like that. Depends what brand you buy. Now the SSD made a massive performance boost to the PC, and then they boot up times went from literally a minute to 35 seconds. Yeah, and this has got a SATA 2 interface, not a SATA 3, so it's not even running at maximum speed. So I reckon we certainly get another 5 seconds easily shaved off that time. So, what we will do now as an upgrade. So again, SSD, you buy an SSD, you're not going to waste your money, yeah, because you can take the SSD drive to your next build. And as I said in the first video, if you've got a case, an off-the-shelf case, you can keep your case. Yeah. If you've got a decent power supply, off-the-shelf power supply, you can keep your power supply. Yeah. So it's a power supply, case, you can keep, and an SSD if you buy one. Yeah. So that's going to save you on its own. Now, cheap case, £30, power supply, £40–50, yeah. SSD, another £30. So you're talking, what, £120? Yeah, you've saved already. Yeah. Now in our next video, we're putting a basic build together, but brand new, up-to-date system. Yeah, Intel system, Comet Lake system, running a Pentium Gold. It's only dual core, yeah, but I think it's going to eradicate this system even with the 4-core. Yeah, it's going to have 16 gigs of memory. Yeah, and those parts, the 16 gigs of memory, the Pentium, and a brand new motherboard, that's cost me £230. So you add that to the SSD, yeah, 260, and if you've got the power supply, and a day and a case, you don't need to buy, so it's £260. Now, that's going to keep you going, no problem. And you could, we will do benchmarks on the game because it has built-in graphics, yeah, but I don't expect anything flash. The system here, with this graphic card in, I think it beat, hands down, the new system with built-in graphics. But if you had this graphic card, or something like it, yeah, again, you can take the graphic card, put in a new system, yeah, whatever graphic card that is you're going to buy. And we will do tests with the graphic card and without the graphic card to see how it performs. And I certainly expect the benchmarks to double in all those games and games that we can play, get working. So it's basically in stages, at the end of the day, you're better off buying bits at a time and then they go to the next build, save you loads of money in the long run buying out a new one. That's if you want to build your own PC, that is. I mean, it's nothing to stop you going out and buy one already made. So, but if you want to build a PC, and again, as I said earlier, with the PC market being silly prices, things not being in stock, some things are in stock, and if they are in stock, expensive, and graphic cards are, well, they're gone through the roof in prices. So, yeah, we'll show you in the next build, and then again, how well it does. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next build. Andrew out. Have fun.